What's up, millennials? Welcome to my so-called earnings call, if you will. Today we're just going to discuss how my year went with regards to my business and also a little bit about what my plans are for Q1 of next year of 2021. And I'm doing this because I simply want to be 100% open and transparent with you, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how the year has been for me with regards to my business. We are going to talk a little bit about my goals for at least Q1 of next year of 2021. And if you haven't seen my previous video about the business goals just yet, then definitely check that out as well if you haven't seen that one just yet. So this video is basically for the most supportive subscribers, if you will, because these videos usually don't get a lot of views, but that's all fine. So first of all, I would like to thank you if you are actually watching this. I'm mainly doing these videos to document my journey and also to show you what I'm currently doing and what I'm planning to do in the future as well, right? And by the way, before you wonder if I'm going to talk about my portfolio, I'm not going to do so in this video. I'm actually going to make a separate video for that, and I'm probably going to make that tomorrow and release it on Friday, so the 1st of January. Okay, so let's start with the first thing first, the translation business. Because many of you might not know, but I am a sole proprietor in the translation world. What I want to do for next year, 2021, is basically to get rid of the translation business, as horrible as that might sound. So let's just talk a little bit about income, for example. This year I had an income of around 36,000 euros. Last year, that was a little bit more, 46,000 euros, because I worked way less in the last couple of months, which of course results in less money in the end. I think right now I'm making about 2,000 euros per month, or at least that was the average of the last 5 months. And I'm paying about $1,500 in rent, groceries, utilities, subscriptions, etc. And I also pay an additional 200, 300, maybe 400 euros or so for things like clothes, presents, takeout, all those extra things, right? That are not in your fixed expenses, if you will. So basically I'm earning enough right now to stay break even for now. And the more income I get from YouTube, the more income I get from Discord, the future courses that I'm going to release, the less I'm going to work as a translator. I already deactivated my account at many different translation agencies because, basically right now there are 2 companies left that I'm currently still working for as a translator and as a reviewer, so the person who reviews translations. Why just 2 companies and why these 2 companies? Well, I'm trying to focus on the 80-20 rule, right? So basically that means in my case that about 20% of my clients bring in about 80% of my revenue, right? At first I was working for 10 companies in the end, but these 2 companies that I currently still work for were the companies that I did the most amount of work for and got the most amount of revenue for as well, right? So the 80-20 rule, 20% of clients usually bring in about 80% of the revenue. So I'm just focusing right now on that 20% of clients. And the goal for 2021, as I've said before, is that I'm not doing any translation anymore. So that's hopefully going to be somewhere in Q2 of next year, maybe even Q3 of next year, but we'll see how that goes next year. Then the part about financial advisor. So I'm trying to become a Dutch financial advisor. I'm from the Netherlands myself. And it's not necessarily to be able to say that I am a financial advisor, but it's more to know more about the Dutch system with regards to saving and investing your money, right? And for this, I need to do 2 exams. There is a basic exam that I did last week and that I already passed. And there's also going to be a more specific, a more advanced exam that I'm probably going to do somewhere next year, possibly in Q2 next year. But first, there are some other courses that I'm working on, just some online courses. I'm currently doing Meet Kevin's investing course, and I'm also doing Crown's technical analysis course. By the way, I actually do think that putting your money into these kinds of courses is definitely the best return on investment you get. It might sound cliche, but the best investments are usually the investments that you put into yourself, right? And then my plans and goals with regards to YouTube. So I've already reached some important milestones, if you will. I got monetized, which happens after you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And I'm currently sitting at around 2.7 thousand subscribers and 4.9 thousand hours of watch time. So I got monetized last week. I'll actually show you a little bit of my YouTube analytics. I got monetized on the, I think, Thursday, 24th of December. So a little nice Christmas present, if you will. And currently I'm making about $10 per day on average. So that's about $300 per month, which so far is quite low of course, but that's fine. If you look at the RPM, that's the revenue per 1,000 views. So every 1,000 views I get about, let's see, it's now about like $7 to $8, $7.50 more or less per 1,000 views. So that might increase at some point. I'm not entirely sure. Just if you get more views, then this amount is going to go up as well, or at least, well, the total amount is going to go up as well. So per day you'll get more. I'm not sure if the revenue per 1,000 is also going to go up. That's to be seen. I wonder what's going to happen with that. So basically what I need to do is to increase the amount of views that I get to get more revenue, right? And I'm probably planning on doing these like earnings calls, if you will, every quarter. So videos like this one, to simply show you my progress and let you also see how my journey goes, right? But also simply to document my journey for myself. So let's go back to the presentation for a second, because there is a question: how do you get more views? How do you get more revenue? Because one of my main struggles right now is quantity versus quality. Now, if I would ask you which one you would find more important, you'd probably say quality, right? I'm pretty sure that the most people would say that quality is more important than quantity. But if I go out there and if I look on YouTube, look at channels like my financial friend, Richard Allen, these channels are blowing up in just a matter of a few months' time, right? Why is that? Well, I think it's basically because they simply post about like 3 videos per day. So they provide a lot of quantity and definitely a lot of quality as well, because I'm not saying that they don't provide quality, right? They definitely do, because else no one would be watching them and they wouldn't get like tens of thousands of views per video, right? And I was actually reading through the comment section of these channels, and people often love these guys. So they definitely provide quality as well. But I do think there's a difference between putting in like 10 hours of research to make one single video like Matthew Huo does, and putting in like maybe 1 to 2 or 3 hours per video of research, so that you're able to make multiple videos per day. So I might experiment a little starting next year with putting out more content, so increasing the quantity of the videos with basically a little bit less research, so that I need less time to put all the videos together, so I can put out more quantity and probably still have quality as well, hopefully, but maybe the quality goes a little bit down and the quantity goes up quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure. What do you think? If you have any good opinions about that, then definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do with this with regards to quantity versus quality. That's still a big issue for me. Then with regards to Discord is probably going to be my next stream of income. So YouTube is my first stream of income. Discord will be the next one, the second one. Currently, I'm working on the infrastructure for Discord memberships right now. So I should be able to launch it somewhere in January, I think, in a few weeks' time. I actually wanted to do it this month, so in December, but it took a little bit longer than I anticipated, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a free membership, which, yeah, if you have seen my previous video about my business goals, you might remember that. I'm going to offer a free membership and a premium paid membership. The free one is basically where you sign up with your name and email address and you get access to the Discord channel, to the free Discord channels then. And with the premium version, you would pay a monthly subscription, which probably would be around like $10 per month or something like that. And then you would get access to additional channels as well, additional content, like alerts when I buy and sell stocks or cryptocurrencies. You'll have more direct access to me, so you'll be able to ask questions faster. Things like that, so additional benefits, in opposed or compared to the free membership. And you're hopefully going to see all that coming next month when I got the infrastructure lined up. I'm also thinking about doing some fun things with the or Discord community, or just anyone who wants to hop in. Something like playing poker on Twitch, for example, or play GTA Online, something like that. I'm not entirely a video gamer myself. I don't play a lot of video games, but I have been playing poker in the past, and I have been doing some GTA as well. So that could be fun, of course. So that is not just serious talk about investing and making money, but also other things in life which are very important as well, right? And after I have set up the Discord membership, and when all the Discord flows are running smoothly, then I'd start working on courses. I've already got a course about investing for beginners, but I think that my current group of subscribers on YouTube is already ahead of that level, right? I'm probably still going to try to market it, possibly by using ads on Facebook or whatever, but I still need to think a little bit more about that, on how I want to market that course. I'm also planning on doing a course for more advanced investors. So with deeper strategies, technical analysis to be able to look at the charts, SPAC valuations, for example, things like that. But I'm probably going to start working on that in March or something like that, when the Discord flows are running smoothly. So I don't really expect any revenue from courses in Q1 next year. It's probably going to be Q2 next year, something like that. So sometimes people ask me, how can I support you? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about supporting YouTubers in general, right? I'm basically going to tell you how you can help the YouTube algorithm to support your favorite YouTubers, basically. So what I think is best for the YouTube algorithm, and therefore also for the YouTuber himself or herself, is to, first of all, share the videos with your friends and your family or on social media, etc. Because then the YouTube algorithm thinks, so the content is so good that this viewer actually wants to share the video. Then the second thing you can do is simply by leaving comments, because the YouTube algorithm also likes interaction. It likes seeing viewers being engaged with the content itself, but also with the content creator. And then the last thing that is probably also very important is simply by watching the videos from beginning to end, because the higher the watch time, the better. Something that I'm going to need to focus on as well next year, I think, because I need to think about ways to increase the watch time. I can actually show you a little bit on my YouTube analytics. As you can see, this is the amount of audience retention, as they call it. So basically around a little bit more than 30%, 1/3 of my viewers stays around for the entire video, which is basically the same for every single video. I've been doing a lot of SPAC valuations, so what you see is a lot of times that people simply click to the end of the video, to the conclusion, to simply see what the price is. I get that. I completely understand that. But yeah, I will need to find ways to increase this percentage from 35-ish to I don't know, 50 plus. That would be really nice to have. Because right now it's a little bit on the low end, but it would really be nice to have at least 50% audience retention. So I'm going to need to think of ways to increase that. For example, by making sure that the entire video is relevant, that it's entertaining enough as well, which is a little bit of a struggle for me sometimes because I'm just not the most entertaining guy in the world, but that's okay. Probably by doing some better editing as well. problem of that is that it takes more time to edit the video. So yeah, that's again the problem of quantity versus quality, right? So yeah, these are all things. Let's go back to the presentation right now. These are all things that you can do for free, right? But there are also some options if you want to provide paid support, of course, right now just by watching videos, so that I get some ad revenue in return for that. And in a few weeks' time, as I said, you could join the Discord premium community as well. And I would just like to, I put something about a rant right here, because I would just simply like to say something about all of this, because I watch Andre Yick's videos as well, right? You probably do as well. And he just launched a course, and some people were like, but Andre, you're already making hundreds of thousands of dollars each year. So why are you asking $400 or something like that for a course? Well, I believe that's not entirely the right mindset, because I believe if you impact millions of lives, which is basically exactly what Andre is doing as well, in my opinion, you're also allowed to make millions of dollars per year, right? And if you find new ways to offer more value to people, for example, by launching a YouTube course like Andre does, well, you're also allowed to be compensated for that. I think it's basically a formula where you're like, well, it's like the amount of people whose lives you're impacting multiplied by the amount of value you're providing to those people. That's basically the amount of money that you should be making, right? It's probably hard to put exact numbers on that, but even if it's $1 per person or something like that, Andre should still be making at least $1 million per year, in my opinion. I actually think that teachers will become some of the richest people out there probably in like 10 to 15 years, because almost everything is going to be digital, right? And I think that the best teachers will attract the most amount of students as well, and thus attract the most amount of money as well. Anyways, just a few random thoughts, just like I put in the presentation. If you have any good opinion on this, definitely let me know in the comments. I'd definitely like to know your opinion on this as well. So if you're watching this, if you're still watching at this time, it's very likely that you're one of my biggest supporters. And I really, really appreciate that. Please do not forget that ever. I hope that I'm providing you with enough value which makes it worthwhile for you to actually watch my content and leave comments at the same time as well. If you do believe there's anything that I could be doing for you, something that I could do better, definitely let me know. That could definitely help me on my path, on my journey. I would like to simply watch you, or I would like to simply thank you for watching. I'd like to simply thank you for liking the videos, for commenting as well. And I simply hope I won't let you down or anything like that. I also hope to see you in the Discord channel next year, or in the maybe comment section, or on Twitch or whatever. But for now, I hope you're having a great holiday season, and I hope that you're going to be able to end the year well. Thank you again, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.